Welcome back to Wisdom Unveiled. We're on episode 18.
18.
And today we're taking a deep dive into Rumi's ideas on love.
Yes.
And we've got a lot to unpack.
We do. We've got 40 episodes worth of insights to share from these conversations with Dr. Dinani and Dr. Larijani.
Incredible. Before we get started, though,
Yeah.
just heads up.
Yeah.
These are translated from Farsi,
Right.
so we're doing our best to capture these complex ideas,
Right?
but some of the nuances might get lost in translation.
It's true.
We apologize for any discrepancies.
It's like trying to explain what saffron tastes like.
Right.
If you've never tasted it.
Exactly. So,
Yeah.
Rumi in love, we all know his poetry's full of it.
Huh.
But what if I told you he saw love as a force of nature,
Okay.
powerful enough to shape the heavens and the earth,
Wow.
but also demanding complete surrender?
That's the paradox at the heart of it.
Yeah.
Rumi's vision of love. He describes love's power with this metaphor of a powerful sultan.
The Sultan.
This ruler who governs the entire universe.
So we're not just talking about fleeting feelings here.
Right.
We're talking about a fundamental force
Exactly.
that drives everything.
Precisely. Rumi even suggests that love influences things like planetary motion, the way planets orbit a central point.
That's incredible. But of course,
Yeah.
love isn't always smooth sailing.
No, absolutely not.
Sometimes it can be challenging.
It can be disruptive.
It can be disruptive. And Rumi compares it to a wild, untamed horse capable of throwing even the most seasoned riders.
So even if you think you've mastered love,
Even those who think they've mastered love?
it can still catch you off guard.
Absolutely.
It's a reality check for all of us who romanticize love.
Yes, very much so.
Rumi's telling us to be prepared for a wild ride.
Exactly.
So Rumi has this line:
Okay.
sell your cleverness and buy bewilderment.
It's a powerful statement.
It really is.
And he's not advocating for ignorance.
Right.
He's pointing to the limitations of logic.
When it comes to matters of the heart.
So you're saying our usual way of thinking, analyzing,
Yes.
strategizing,
Right.
might not work when it comes to love.
Not the most effective approach, no.
Right.
Rumi distinguishes between two types of reason.
Two types.
Yeah. The everyday kind we use to navigate the world, and then a higher reason.
A higher reason.
Yes, divinely inspired.
Divinely inspired.
Which can only be accessed through surrender
Surrender.
and purification of the heart.
Okay.
That's where the bewilderment comes in.
So it's about embracing that sense of awe,
Yes.
that wonder
Exactly.
that goes beyond our understanding.
Transcends our limited understanding. Yeah.
That's a great point.
Yes.
If you had to let go of one thing to make space for love, what would it be?
That's a really insightful question.
What cleverness might you be clinging to
Yeah.
that could be holding you back?
That invites us to reflect on our own attachments. Absolutely.
Rumi also emphasizes love's reciprocal nature.
Yes, he does.
He doesn't see it as a one-way street,
No.
but rather this dynamic flow between the lover and the beloved.
Yes. He uses such beautiful imagery to convey this idea.
I love his imagery.
He talks about thirsty seekers longing for spiritual fulfillment. And at the same time, he describes the water itself,
Okay.
eagerly flowing to quench their thirst.
There's that one line.
Yes.
The water says to the thirsty one, "Come, drink from me."
It's beautiful.
It's like the universe itself is reaching out to meet our longing.
That's a profound concept.
It makes you think about those times when you've wanted something,
Uh-huh.
and then out of nowhere, the opportunity appears.
Yeah.
Do you think that's just coincidence?
That's where things get interesting.
Yeah.
Rumi might say it's the dance of love in action.
The dance of love in action.
He connects this to the Sufi concepts of demand and grace.
Demand grace.
Two sides of the same coin,
Okay.
reflecting the Quranic verse.
Right.
He loves them and they love him.
So it's not just us seeking love.
Right.
It's also about recognizing and being receptive to the love that's offered to us.
Precisely.
We're not separate from that divine flow of love.
We're an integral part of it.
And if we can tap into that flow,
Yes.
we could experience love not just as an emotion,
Right.
but as this powerful force for transformation and healing.
It's truly remarkable.
It is. Rumi's poetry speaks to that yearning,
Yes.
that desire for connection, for wholeness.
Absolutely.
It reminds us that love is so much more than a fleeting emotion.
It is.
It's a cosmic principle, a force,
Yes.
a path,
It's a journey.
requiring courage and openness.
Yes.
So if the universe itself is drawn to our yearning, if love is the force that moves the stars,
Wow.
what does that tell us about the power of our own hearts?
That's a question worth pondering. It really is a question worth pondering. Did they elaborate on what that connection...
What connection?
That connection to something greater might actually look like?
Oh, right.
In practice.
Yeah. What'd they say about that?
Well, Rumi believed these senses are really the key to unlocking our potential.
Unlocking our potential.
Yes. He saw them as essential for experiencing the world in all its richness and depth.
Okay.
And realizing our interconnectedness with everything.
So it's like a roadmap.
It is kind
to
of
a more fulfilling life.
It is. And it's available to all of us. It's not about dogma.
Right.
It's about cultivating these qualities within us.
That's a hopeful message.
It is.
That we all have the potential.
We do.
To awaken these senses.
Yes.
To experience the world through Rumi's eyes.
To discover that hidden beauty, yes.
That's inspiring.
Rumi's teachings are full of hope.
Yeah.
And possibility.
They remind us that the journey itself is full of surprises.
Yeah, it is.
Delights.
Absolutely.
It's a journey worth taking.
Definitely.
As we're exploring these 5 senses beyond the 5 senses, are there any specific practices? Yeah, that Rumi recommends for cultivating them?
Yes, both Dr. Dinani and Dr. Larijani emphasize the importance of dhikr. And Murakaba.
Okay, and for our listeners who might not be familiar,
right?
Could you explain those?
Yes. Dhikr means remembrance.
Remembrance.
In Arabic, it's the practice of repeating God's names or sacred phrases. It cultivates mindfulness and helps connect with the divine.
So it's like a form of meditation.
It is.
That creates space for these senses.
Exactly.
And what about Murakaba?
Murakaba means meditation or contemplation.
Okay.
It's a practice of focused awareness.
Okay.
Often visualizing light or qualities of the divine.
So these practices help shift our focus.
They do.
From the external to the internal.
Yes, from the external world to that inner world.
Right, where those subtle senses reside.
Exactly. By calming the mind, cultivating stillness.
Yeah.
We become more receptive.
More receptive to...
The whispers of intuition. The subtle currents of empathy. And that beauty.
That radiant beauty.
Yes, that permeates everything.
Earlier we were talking about love being like a wild horse.
Right. Powerful and unpredictable.
And how we often try to control love.
We do. We try to fit it into boxes.
Does Rumi offer any guidance on how to navigate that?
He does. One of the key themes that emerges is the importance of surrender.
Surrender. But how can we surrender to something so powerful?
It's not about giving up who you are or being passive.
Right.
It's about letting go of control.
Trusting
the process.
So embracing the mystery, the uncertainty, the wildness that comes with opening ourselves up to love.
Exactly.
Stepping into the unknown with courage.
Courage and trust.
Knowing that even if we get thrown off course, love will guide us back.
It will guide us back to wholeness.
That's beautiful.
It is.
Reminds me of that line.
Which one?
Out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there is a field. I'll meet you there.
Yes.
It's like he's inviting us to let go.
To let go of judgment.
Preconceived notions.
And meet love in that open space. Of pure acceptance.
It's like love can break down those walls.
It can. The walls we build around ourselves.
The barriers that prevent connection.
Prevent true intimacy,
As we're talking about this, I'm noticing how Rumi weaves together the spiritual and the earthly.
The divine and the human.
Like he sees no separation.
That's a great observation. That's one of the things that makes his work so timeless.
Right.
He bridges the gap between the sacred and the secular.
So love is the bridge.
Love is the bridge, the connecting force.
That unites all things.
Yes. And this idea is reflected in his poetry. And in Dr. Dinani and Dr. Larijani's interpretations, Rumi uses metaphors from the natural world. Human relationship. Everyday experiences.
To get at these spiritual truths.
Yes, exactly.
That metaphor of love as a sultan.
Yes. The sultan who governs the universe.
It's so powerful.
It is. It speaks to love's all-encompassing nature.
Right.
Just as a sultan rules his kingdom, love, for Rumi, rules the universe.
It's the guiding force.
It is.
The unifying principle.
It connects everything.
So it's not just a personal feeling.
Right.
It's cosmic.
It is. It's a cosmic force.
That permeates all of creation.
Precisely. And Dr. Larijani points out that this vision of love comes from Rumi's understanding of the divine. He sees love as an emanation of God. A reflection of that divine essence.
So by experiencing love, whether it's for another person, nature,
or the divine,
or tapping into that universal flow,
That creative force that animates everything.
That's profound.
It is. It has big implications for how we live.
How so?
By cultivating love.
Okay.
Radiating it outward.
We're participating in that flow.
We are.
Contributing to healing transformation.
Yes, of ourselves and everything.
It's beautiful.
It is a beautiful concept.
And empowering.
Very much so.
Love isn't passive.
No.
It's an active force. We can choose to cultivate it.
And express it.
And Dr. Dinani adds another layer to this.
What's that?
He highlights Rumi's emphasis on love's transformative power.
Yes. Love as a path to spiritual awakening.
A journey back to our true nature.
To our inherent wholeness.
So it's not just about feeling good.
No.
It's about becoming more ourselves.
Yes, more aligned with our essence.
And this transformation involves purification.
It does.
Shedding those layers.
The layers of ego and conditioning.
That prevent us from fully experiencing love.
That's right.
So it's like uncovering the love that's already there within us.
Waiting to be awakened.
It's a journey of self-discovery.
It is.
And it's not always easy.
No, it can be challenging.
But the rewards.
The rewards are immeasurable.
What kind of rewards?
Rumi talks about a state of being.
Okay.
Where love is your guiding principle.
Okay.
It's profound inner peace.
Peace.
Deep connection.
Connection.
With yourself, with others, with the divine.
It sounds like enlightenment.
It does, doesn't it?
Realizing our true nature.
As beings of love.
And we don't achieve this through striving.
No, it's a gift.
That unfolds as we surrender.
To the transformative power of love. So letting go.
Letting go.
Trusting the journey.
Yes.
Allowing love to lead us home.
Beautifully put. That resonates with so many people.
It does. So Rumi's vision.
Yes.
It's not just theoretical.
No, it's a lived experience.
That permeates every aspect of our being.
Absolutely. And Dr. Dinani emphasized this.
How so?
Rumi's poetry isn't just meant to be read.
Okay.
It's meant to be embodied.
Lived.
Yes.
So it's not just about understanding. Yeah. It's about letting it transform us.
Our hearts, our minds, our actions.
This embodiment involves cultivating qualities
and virtues
that allow love to flow through us.
Yes, exactly.
Quality.
Humility, compassion, generosity, forgiveness, gratitude.
So moving beyond the romantic idealization, embracing love in action. Yes, showing up for yourself and others with kindness.
With understanding.
And a willingness to meet life's challenges with an open heart.
That's powerful.
Is.
Love isn't just grand gestures.
No.
It's the small acts.
The everyday choices.
That reflect our commitment.
To living a life infused with love.
And Dr. Larijani emphasized intentionality.
Yes, he said every act can be an expression of love.
So it's not just what we do.
Right.
But why we do it.
Bringing awareness and intention to our actions.
Even the mundane ones.
Even the mundane ones.
This is really empowering.
It is.
It shifts the focus. From searching for love to cultivating it within.
And expressing it.
Through every aspect of our lives.
That's the perspective.
It is, yeah.
That's reflected in Rumi's work.
And in Dr. Dinani and Dr. Larijani's insights.
Yes, love is not a destination.
It's a journey.
It is a continuous unfolding.
Of our hearts and minds.
Towards compassion, wisdom, interconnectedness.
We were talking about the five senses beyond the five senses.
Yes.
And intuition was one of them.
Right.
Did they share any examples?
Examples of how to develop intuition.
Yeah.
Yes, they both talked about creating space for silence and stillness. They suggested things like meditation, spending time in nature, disconnecting from all the information overload.
So creating a space to hear that inner wisdom.
To hear the whispers of intuition.
But sometimes it feels like that wellspring is buried.
Buried under all the noise
the clutter
of our busy lives.
Exactly.
Dr. Larijani said, Dhikr and Murakaba are like tools to clear away those layers.
I see.
To let that intuition flow freely.
It's like we try to force answers.
We do.
Using our logical minds.
When what we really need is to step back.
Create space.
And allow the answers to emerge.
It shows the limitations of just relying on our minds.
Yes. Rumi reminds us there's a deeper wisdom.
A wisdom that speaks through intuition.
The whispers of the heart.
And by cultivating our intuition, we're opening ourselves up to a whole new way.
A whole new way of perceiving the world.
A way of knowing beyond logic and reason.
Exactly, like developing a new set of eyes.
So as we continue exploring,
yes,
I want to talk about empathy.
Empathy, another one of those senses.
Did they talk about how to cultivate that?
They did. They both emphasized active listening.
Active listening.
Truly tuning in to what others are saying.
Okay.
Without judgment.
Without interruption.
Yeah.
So stepping outside our own perspective.
Yes, to enter the world of another person.
Dr. Dinani shared a story from the Masnavi.
He did, about a man who wants to become more compassionate.
Oh, I love Rumi's stories.
Me too. They're so insightful.
What happened in this one?
The teacher tells the man to go to the marketplace.
Okay.
And listen to the conversations.
That's it.
That's it. Just listen.
He's probably thinking, I do that all the time.
Right. But the teacher said to listen with his heart.
With his heart.
To tune in to the emotions.
Ah, so not just the words.
Not just the words.
But the feelings behind them.
Yes, to try and understand their experiences, their perspectives.
So he goes to the marketplace.
He does.
And he starts listening in this new way.
And he starts noticing things.
Like what?
He hears the joy in children's laughter.
Okay.
The sorrow in a grieving mother's voice. The anxiety in a businessman's footsteps.
He's seeing the world through their eyes.
He is.
Experiencing human emotion in a new way.
Exactly. And it transforms him.
How so?
He feels a connection.
Protection.
With everyone.
Even strangers.
Yes.
So he cultivates empathy.
He does.
Just by listening with his heart.
Exactly. It shows the power of active listening.
It's stepping outside of ourselves.
Yes, our self-absorbed bubbles.
To really tune into others.
And Dr. Larijani added that it transforms the listener, too.
Oh, interesting.
It expands our empathy.
Okay.
Deepens our understanding.
It helps us connect with our shared humanity.
Yes, in a more profound way.
So empathy is a practice.
It is.
Something we can cultivate.
Through conscious effort.
And intention.
Exactly.
And this is essential for creating a more just world.
A more compassionate world.
It's about recognizing our interconnectedness.
Yes.
Extending love and understanding.
Of everyone.
Regardless of background.
Beliefs, circumstances.
Vision.
Of a world infused with love and compassion.
It's at the heart of Rumi's teachings.
It is, and it continues to inspire.
Centuries later.
It does.
So how does Rumi view...
View what?
The relationship between love and suffering?
That's a great question.
We've talked about how love can be joyful.
Yes.
But also painful.
Painful.
How does he reconcile those two experiences?
Well, Rumi doesn't shy away from suffering.
Okay.
He embraces it.
He embraces it.
As part of the human experience.
So it's not something to be avoided.
It's not.
But an opportunity.
An opportunity for growth.
Transformation.
Yes. He views suffering as a crucible.
A crucible.
A fire that burns away impurities.
It's like no pain, no gain. Suffering can lead to understanding.
A deeper understanding.
Dr. Dinani shared a metaphor.
A metaphor.
Rumi compares it to refining gold.
Ah, yes.
Just like gold needs to be purified.
To remove impurities.
We go through trials.
To refine our character.
And reveal our true essence.
Precisely. Dr. Larijani added that love is the alchemist.
Love is the alchemist.
That guides us through this.
So love can heal us.
They can.
Even when we're suffering.
Even in the face of suffering.
That's empowering.
It is, especially during difficult times.
It reminds us that even in pain,
yes,
love is there.
Guiding us.
Towards wholeness.
It's a message of hope.
Of resilience.
That we're never truly alone.
And that message is woven throughout Rumi's work.
It is. Love is not just an emotion.
It's a force.
A force that can heal, transform, and awaken us.
It's amazing how he connects love, suffering, and transformation.
It is.
Like even in the darkest times,
yes,
love is that constant force.
It is.
That could lead us back to the light.
Yes. Dr. Dinani said that Rumi doesn't see love and suffering as separate. He sees them as intertwined.
Two sides of the same coin.
Exactly.
So it's not about avoiding suffering.
No.
It's about embracing it.
Part of the journey of love.
Dr. Larijani added that this is connected to the Islamic idea of surrender.
Surrender to the divine will.
By accepting what
even the painful things.
We open ourselves up.
To trust.
To surrender.
To a higher power.
It's like by letting go of resistance,
yes,
we create space for healing.
And transformation.
And this surrender isn't passive.
It's not about giving up.
It's about actively engaging with life.
Meeting each moment with an open heart.
A willingness to learn.
And grow.
It's finding the courage.
To face our fears.
Embrace our vulnerability.
And trust that love is there.
Even in the darkness.
Guiding us towards wholeness.
Dr. Dinani shared a passage from Rumi.
Oh, which one?
He writes, "The wound is the place where the light enters you."
That's beautiful imagery.
Our wounds.
Our vulnerabilities.
They're like portals.
For transformation.
Love can pour in through those cracks.
And illuminate our lives.
Rumi's not denying the pain. He's acknowledging it.
But also seeing the potential within it.
So we lean into the discomfort.
We trust
that there's a deeper wisdom.
A purpose unfolding.
This is so relevant today.
It is, especially when the world tries to sell us happiness.
The illusion of ease. Yeah. Rumi reminds us that real fulfillment
comes from embracing everything.
The good or the bad.
The challenges, the heartaches.
It's about finding beauty in the brokenness.
Meaning in the mess.
Love in the midst of it all.
It's truly liberating.
It is.
It frees us from the pressure to be perfect.
To have it all figured out.
To always be happy.
We can embrace life's complexities.
Its contradictions.
Knowing that even in our darkest moments,
love is there.
Whispering to us.
Guiding us.
Reminding us we're not alone.
This has been an incredible deep dive.
It really has.
Rumi's wisdom is so inspiring.
It is.
Love is not just an emotion. It's a force that can heal, transform, connect us to something bigger.
Yes.
It's been an honor exploring this with you.
Likewise.
And for everyone listening,
yes,
we hope this sparked a flame.
A desire to learn more.
About Rumi.
About love.
And to discover that transformative power in your own lives.
Absolutely.
Thank you for joining us.